Alright, fellow gamers, welcome back. If you missed part 1, this is our gold card tier list so far. I highly recommend that you watch video from yesterday where we did the part 2, because I do give my thought process on why I put certain characters in certain ranks. And I feel like it could be, if you're a newer player, could be maybe even potentially useful. But let's continue. We still have a full 3 rows of characters to sort out, which is a lot of characters. And some of them are gonna be really juicy. Starting off with a bang, we have Combat Cop Johnny Cage. Well, this is gonna be no... like, not even... don't even need to think about it. He's the easiest... well, not the easiest S tier. Once again, he is not irreplaceable, but for a beginner account, he is incredibly powerful gold card. Maybe the best heavy hitter. He has utility, he has snare, he has a dot. Like he is super versatile, and he is very good at what he does. But as you progress, you will most likely replace him. This is one of those things. I feel like what makes a gold card S tier is either it's completely replaceable, so you will never be able to find another characters who does what these guys do. Characters like Classic Smoke, Classic Scorpion, and Combat Cop Sonya Blade come from that category. That's why I think they're absolutely the best of the best gold cards. Classic Sonya, Hanzo, and Combat Cop Johnny, they're amazing gold cards, and they're super, super useful and powerful when you're first starting out. But at some point, they will most likely be replaced. But they still deserve to be an S tier because it's going to be very long until you'll be able to replace them. Anyway, let's move on. We've got Cosplay Jackie Briggs. Now, this girl is a solid S tier in my opinion. She is incredible. If you haven't tried Cosplay Jackie, the versatility, the best ninja in my opinion, the one that I use the most is Reptile. Being able to apply poisons, and also I think you can do, like, if you corner your enemy, you can literally just keep attacking and they won't be able to interrupt you. There's something crazy about it. You can also do Frostbite, you can also do healing. Like, what makes Jackie Briggs awesome is that you can choose any form that fits the battle the most. It's like 6 characters inside 1 character. Incredible character. Highly recommend using her. Kraken Reptile. I'm sorry, Kraken boy. What is his special abilities? It's been a while since I use him, but I don't see why he deserves to be any higher than this. He has poison on special 1 when he's hit by an attack. Okay, he has poison on special 1, so I cannot put him in garbage, so I'm gonna put him in D tier. But his passive is pretty trash, though. You go to D tier. You deserve it. Marksman Kunjin. Now, Marksman Kunjin received an insane buff in one of the latest updates. He's pretty good now, but I don't think he deserves to be very high because he is still... like, you can do cool things with him, but he is not essential. Like, he does a lot of things, but for everything that he does, there is somebody who does it better, even among gold cards. So I would probably put him inside B. I think he deserves to be in B tier, if we're being honest. Vampirist Melina, she is decent. She has pretty good passive. She can heal, so she's pretty decent for crypts and towers as well. I'm gonna put her C tier though, because I think she needs to be a little bit lower than some of these characters here. Mournful Kitana, I feel like same story. Her power drain is good. Her passive is... what's her passive again? Something about giving power to Outworld. Wow, I can't believe how long it's been since I played Mournful Kitana. That's kind of embarrassing. Yeah, Outworld starts with a bar of power. Power drain and this is pretty bad though. I'm sorry. No, she's gonna go to D tier. I cannot put her together. Like, she's nah. Master of Souls Ormec. For some reason, I see a lot of good things about this guy. Like, he is one thing he has going for him is you could technically start him with X-Ray. He's pretty easy to start with X-Ray in the beginning, and sometimes this could be a very easy way to farm certain modes. You can just delete people with X-Rays, and he has Snare on Special too as well, so I think it deserves to be in maybe even C tier. I just feel like he has more uses than Mournful Kitana, so I'm going to put him a little bit higher. Plus, the C column was a little bit short, so that's a great reason to rank a character. Okay, Nimble and Noxious Reptile. Now, as I said, Nimble Reptile will always hold a special place in my heart because he was my first ever gold card when I started playing MKX Mobile. And I've done some incredible things with this man. This man put me through some very tough content. He can do poison, he can be speed, he gives health. I can't. Okay, let's see. Noxious. The entire team bleed and poison damage increased by 30%. He has poison on 2 special attacks. Okay, Noxious has to be higher. But I cannot put Noxious higher than D tier. I don't know what on earth just happened, but I think I lost Noxious Reptile. He just disappeared from... I clicked something, and he just disappeared from the entire... What the hell? Okay, Nimble Reptile. Oh, wait, here he is. Yeah, we're gonna start the second row of the D tier. Alright, let's continue. Ninjutsu Scorpion. He's not garbage, but he's a D tier. Pharaoh Ermac. I'm so tempted to put this guy in garbage territory. I remember when like the Slasher Jason came out, this guy was getting wrecked. Also, there was this very popular team, Dark Lord Kotal Khan, Pharaoh Ermac, and I think Shinnok, Bone Shaper Shinnok, when you just sacrifice the Kotal Khan's Onis, and then the other guys gain power. So he is also, his passive is built around sacrificing things, and I just hate that. That's the worst thing to gain power. Why can't I even find him in my collection? Here we go. For every character that is defeated, increasing critical hit chance. He has stun on special 1, which is decent. So I guess he's not complete garbage, so I guess he will gonna... I'm sorry, I have to put him in garbage tier. I just don't like the passive at all. Like, it's not useful for anything. Absolutely anything. In towers, I've never seen anybody use Pharaoh Ermac in towers. Sacrificing character is not an option in crypts or in Survivor. So what the hell is your use? What are you good for? For battle mode? Oh, man. Piercing Melina. Okay, she is a solid C tier. She has some good stuff going on. Possessed Kenshi. I have the balanced Kenshi in C tier, so I'm tempted. I feel like I've never seen anybody use this guy in a long time. Nobody talks about him. Nobody cares about him. Ambushes opponent, set him on fire. I just don't think it's that useful, so I'm gonna put him in D tier, though he probably deserves to be in garbage tier. Okay, you know what? We're gonna put balanced Kenshi down to D tier. I just don't feel it right for them to be that far apart. I think this is more fair. Stun double Johnny Cage, one of the best basic cards. The stun on special 1, you can do incredible things. Power drain, can do snare. Incredible guy, definitely putting him in A tier. Solid gold card. Shaolin Kunjin, also a part of a lot of strategies. Friendship strategies. If you have a martial artist with a friendship, you can make it easier for them to start with X-Ray. I think he's decent. I'm gonna put him in C tier. I don't think he deserves to be higher than that, but he has some uses. Shaolin Fist Kun Lao. I have played this guy recently, and I completely forgot what were my thoughts about him. I don't think it was very good. He has stun and special 2. Martial artist. Yeah, no, this is... I feel like this has to go into complete garbage. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Fisty boy. Slasher Jason. His bleeds are very powerful. His resurrections. There's a lot of synergies that you can work with this guy. And yeah, I will probably put him in A tier. I think he deserves to be in A tier. Shaolin Master Kung Lao, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Straight to the trash can. I do not understand his passive. I don't see how his passive is useful. I don't see a single situation where using a bronze team with Kung Lao is more beneficial than just using a Fusion Zero gold team. Like, you're not... Like, first of all, to get Shaolin Master Kung Lao, you're gonna need to open basic gold pack, which maybe you'll get lucky and you'll get him a couple times from your first 5 packs. But then still, like, bronze cards have terrible passives. Why not just use silver cards at that point? Like, I just don't see a single scenario for where this guy is useful. So I'm gonna put him in a garbage tier. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I've talked about Shaolin Master Kung Lao. There's just no use for him whatsoever. There's never a situation, in my opinion, where there is no better option than using Shaolin Master Kung Lao. Spectral Ermac, absolute garbage trash. Oh, look at that. Garbage column also getting the second row. Swarm Queen Dvora. She's an interesting character. She can do incredible things, but it's so difficult to make her do those incredible things. Like, you have to... multiple effects on the opponent, immune to poison. She doesn't have anything on special. I cannot put her in garbage. I think she can have some pretty cool uses. So I'm gonna put her in D tier just because you can have some fun with this girl. Sun God Kotal Khan, garbage trash. I'm sorry. Tactical Sonya. I wanted to place her one place above Demolition Sonya, and also she has versatility, which is pretty good. So I'm gonna put her in C tier. Shirai Ryu Takeda, this little donkey, the only good thing I can think about him is he has grapple and special too, and he makes a funny sound. Is that enough to put him not in the garbage tier? I don't know. Let's take a look at his passive if I'm missing something, which I don't think I am, but it's possible. Weaken on special 1, blocks basic attacks, there is a chance he counters. No, I'm sorry, garbage. You go straight to the trash can. Thunder God Raiden. I cannot put him in the garbage tier. He's already pretty much in the garbage can because he's broken into a million pieces. And the only way to save him is to get this channel to 500,000 subscribers. So, if you want to see Raiden alive once again, you better subscribe. I'm gonna put him in D tier for now. I just don't think he's that good at this point of time. Treacherous Tanya. She has uses. She has uses. Way less uses. She got insane nerf recently. Before, you could use her to break tower gear on your enemies and reduce their health by a lot, making them easier to kill. Now that doesn't work anymore, but still she can be very useful in certain situations. So she has some uses. I'm gonna put her in C tier. Aftershock Tremor, solid B tier character. Maybe even A tier. Stun. What else does he have besides the stun on Tegin? Is there anything else? His specials are pretty trash. Unblockable attacks. Nah, he's B tier. I cannot put him in A tier. Undercover Cassie. Trash can. Vengeful Shinnok. The same issue as anybody else who... I can't have... Where did I put the other Shinnok? Wait, what his passive is? I forgot. I need to check. Where did I put the other Shinnok? I feel like he should be in the trash can, right? Oh yeah, he is in the trash can. So let's see. Vengeful Shinnok deserves to be in the trash can, or should I put him a little bit higher? Dispel Fire, gain Shadow Armor, Combo Ender. I feel like he has to be a tier above than the other Shinnok, so we're gonna put him in D tier. Venomous Dvora. She can do some cool things. I had some fun with her. Her poisons are pretty good. I feel like she definitely is not a trash can. The character, the question is she D tier or is she a C tier? Basic attacks deal 100% damage per negative effect. And poisons on both attacks. So she could be pretty decent. I think I can put her in C tier. Which is a new row for C tier. Yeah, I think she's better than Venomous, so we're gonna space them out. Warlock Quan Chi, solid A tier character. Probably even S tier. Because once again, there is one diamond that does what he does. Spec Up Scorpion. He does it better. But still, unless you get Spec Up Scorpion, this guy is going to be your only Resurrector. And he's very useful in certain battles, like it takes only one. So I feel like... But I can't put basic gold card in S tier. So I'm going to put him in A tier. Oh, we're starting to get to the fancy ones. To the fancy boys. Pyromancer Tanya. She's great, but she's only great in combination with other characters. So I'm going to put her in A tier. I don't think she deserves to be an S tier on her own. Combat Cop Cassie. To this day, I have no idea what she does. All I know is that she does not deserve to have a name Combat Cop. She has nothing on her special attacks. On Tegian, she does an Outsider, 50% unblockable chance. Absolute garbage trash. I'm so tempted to put her in trash, but there's some really bad characters in here. So I'm going to put her in D tier just because she has affiliation with Combat Cops, and I don't want to make Johnny angry. Because I want to keep my balls intact, thank you very much. Classic Shang Tsung. Now this guy is interesting. He has a lot of versatility, and I've heard a lot of good things with him. I personally have not played a lot of this guy, but I don't really have anything bad to say about him. I feel like he can be very interesting. So he can do different combo enders. His special 2, you can choose. You can basically apply any debuff that you want in special 2. Energy Beam. And he also has he's a classic character, so he can be a good classic synergy if you don't have anybody better. So I'm not going to put him in A tier. I don't think he deserves to be an A tier, but I think he's a solid B tier. There we go. I might be wrong about him because I don't have much experience with him, but I know he is decent. Lizard Baraka, S tier. This guy is probably the best damage dealer in the game. Among the gold cards, for sure. Incredible guy. I played a couple teams with him recently. Even at Fusion 0, he slaps. The higher Fusion, the more insane this man becomes. Lizard Noob Saibot. So he can resurrect people, but honestly, I don't think it's that big of a deal. His special 1 has Death Mark, special 2 is slow, which is not that incredible, especially with Death Mark getting nerfed recently. Shadow Energy, every time he spends loses hit power. When he gains full, it becomes available. The stack allows him to choose any opponent as a target and inevitably apply Snare. He can summon a teammate of his choice back to life. Okay, that is good. That is really good for survival. This is very good for crypts. I feel like Lizard Team is incredible in crypts. I'm gonna put him in A tier. I think he deserves to be an A tier. He seems like he has a good of uses. I haven't played him much myself because I didn't have him until a while ago. Like, I got him way later after he got released, so I didn't have much experience with him. But I'm looking forward to. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. Now, Lizard Jade, she has Snare in Special 1, Stun in Special 2. Very solid kit. For every debuff that Lizard Jade or her teammates apply, her whole team gains Team Thrill. Which buffs all of Jade's basic and special attacks. She's, once again, good synergy for Lizard Team, but you will never use her outside of Lizard Team. So, I feel like it's either B or C. But since she is a part of the Lizard Team, I think I'll put her in B tier. But probably No, I can't play her. There's some characters in C tier that she's clearly better. Alright, let's deal with the Danian team. A Danian Blood Kitana, in my opinion, very solid character. I enjoyed her a lot, so I'm gonna put her in A tier. A Danian Blood Sindel. I had some good experience with her. I already forgot. She has also Snare and Special 1. Wow, actually there's more characters with Snare and Special 1 than I thought. That's kind of impressive. Resonance reduces the opponent's speed, which is super powerful. Sonic Shock cannot attack, block, or take out. Yeah, okay, no, Sindel is pretty good. I remember playing her. She was absolutely dominating. A tier, solid A tier. And I feel like Edenian Blood Rain also deserves to be an A tier. They're like the whole Edenian Blood team is pretty powerful. Not as powerful as Lizard team, but probably second most powerful pay-to-win team in the game. All right, this is it. Once again, you might disagree with some choices. Also, keep in mind that it's really difficult to sort the characters in like 6 buckets, because sometimes you start sorting and then you realize that I want to place this character above this guy but below this guy, but you can't. So you have to make choice. So it's really tough. So yeah, what do you think? Part 2 is done. The full gold card list is sorted. Some cards I just judged on what I heard about them and what I remember about them, but necessarily haven't played them in a while. But a lot of cards, basically, if I don't know much about the card, I will say it while I'm sorting them, so don't take those too seriously. But some characters I stand very strongly behind. Once again, top 3 best gold cards, in my opinion, are Classic Smoke, Combat Cup Sonya Blade, and Classic Scorpion. Even though it hurts me to say it, but once again, there's nobody else who does what he does as good as he does it. So just in this, by this logic alone, these 3 guys deserve to be number 1. I guess by that logic, Classic Ermac should be one of the best gold cards in the game as well, but what he does is not that impressive, just in the boss battles, which is small percentage of the battles. The worst gold cards in the game, it's tough. It's tough. Probably, in my opinion, the worst cards are the ones that depend on taking damage and getting hurt for activating their passive, like Bajitsu Kunjin, Bone Shaper Shinnok, Pharaoh Ermac. Yeah, those 3 probably the worst cards in the game in my opinion. But anyway, what do you guys think? Thank you so much for watching. Huge thanks to all members of the Patreons, and don't get mad at me in the comments. It's just my opinions. It doesn't mean that's the truth. Everybody's gonna have their own tier list, and check out the link in the description for this tier list so you can rate the characters yourself. And we can have a discussion about it. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.